cute if you don't look too much into it. You know what I mean? Maybe it's not. This isn't cute either. I don't want to just leave it down because my hair don't play like that. My hair is not built like that. But I guess that's what we're gonna do because I have no idea. So I'm gonna try to do this story time. This is gonna be really hard because I usually cannot film with her being awake, but I am gonna try to do it. This is a scam car slash my first car experience. So I had been looking at this car. I saved it on this car website. I will share the car website, car app, whatever. It's Cargus. It was a similar car to the car that I had got. It was a Chevy. It was actually white, and I called a few hours ahead because I had been looking at it for weeks, but we hadn't got the loan yet. I called the dealership and I was like, hey, is this car still available? And they said it was available. So the same day, I told them, okay, we'll be up there later. So the same day, a couple hours later, we literally went up to that dealership. I saw the car on the lot, and y'all, I have a theory about this. I saw the car on the lot and I got so excited. I was like, oh my God, there's my car. I'm so excited. And then we went inside and I was like, yes, I'm here for that white car outside, And they're like, oh, that was sold. And I was like, what the heck? Because we literally came up here for that car. How was it sold in this little amount of hours? Which I do understand that that happens, but just seemed a little sus to me. But obviously it didn't seem like too sus at the time. Like, I'm a first car buyer, I have no idea. Anyways, they talked me into a different car. It was the same brand, pretty much the same car, just a different color, a different year, different make, whatever. I was like, fine, that's fine. But then they told me it's not on the lot, which was a little like, like, what do you mean it's not on the lot? They had to go grab it from somewhere. And this is where my theory starts coming in. And obviously this theory didn't come in until I realized this was a scam car, which was weeks and weeks later. My theory on this is they post newer updated cars because I want to say the car that I wanted, thank you, baby. I want to say the car that I wanted was like a 2017. I ended up getting a 2014. It's fine. I don't really care about the year. I care about the reliability. But they post nicer cars online because the one that I wanted was nicer. It was newer, you know. And they post like different prices too because it was somehow cheaper than the car that I got. And then they just have them on the lot. They don't work. You make a phone call, you make an appointment, they say it's available, they say everything's good. Sorry if y'all hear my daughter in the background. I do have a kid. Like I said, I'm gonna try to make this video. Then when you get there, see the car that you want, they're like, oh, it was sold. And then so they talk you into a different, very similar car that has nothing wrong with it. Talk you into a very similar car. They go get that car that's not even on the lot. They don't sell these cars apparently. That's my theory on this car place. That's really what I think happened. That might not have been what happened. That white car that I really wanted might have been sold in those couple of hours. Looking back, I can like see all the red flags and I'm like, what the fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck, don't do this. But that is hindsight, and you don't have that until it's in the hind. You know what I mean? Anyway, we test drove this car that they talked me into and everything was fine. I didn't really like the color. I wanted a white car or a black car, but I got a freaking green car. It was a car, so I didn't care. I looked all around the car trying to make sure like, okay, nothing is wrong here, nothing is wrong here, tires are good, this is good, everything. One place we did not look was under the hood, but it doesn't really matter because I would not have known what the was going on there anyway. Again, hindsight, you should get a mechanic to look at a used car if you were going to buy a used car. But they did tell me that everything was fine. They told me that nothing was wrong. So again, that's kind of why I'm like pushing the blame on the dealership, because I know for a fact they knew something was wrong with it. You don't get a massive oil leak in 2 weeks of driving a car. Bought the car for $5,000. And then here's where they got me. They got me with the no warranty. I'm pretty sure they did not offer a warranty to begin with. I'm pretty sure their dealership does not do that. And I had no idea that that was even a thing. Like I said, a first-time car buyer, you don't get a warranty. If they do not offer a warranty, do not buy that car because you are buying that car as is. Couldn't take this car back to them and be like, what the f did y'all sell me? Because it didn't matter. I bought the car as is. It's my problem now. As soon as I signed that paper, like, it was as is. So she is telling them. I took the car home and everything was fine. Everything was good for about 2 weeks. After a couple weeks, I started noticing like little black spots under my car, but they weren't ever wet. They were always dry. So I had assumed like my car's not leaking, I guess, because I don't see any dripping. It's not a wet spot, it's dry. So I was questioning it, like, but it wasn't a for sure, like, the car has a leak. Then me and my husband both needed oil changes for our cars. So we took it up to like a local oil change place, whatever, and they changed his oil. He was able to get his oil and stuff done, but my car was not able to get that. They informed me that I have a massive leak under my car. They did not put oil in my car, and we were like, what the f-? Because this was literally 2-3 weeks after we just got it. Hearing that, we took the car home and I stopped driving it. Obviously you're not going to drive it if you hear that it has a massive oil leak. We asked our neighbor to look at it because he knows stuff about cars, you know, he knows like whatever, but he would not be able to fix it without the lift, one of those lift thingies that only like the car shops have. We just kept it sitting there for a while, not really knowing what to do with it. About a month and a half after this, we were able to talk to some of my husband's family. Yeah, she's playing in the cat water right now, and I probably shouldn't let her do that, but the only way I'm gonna be able to make this video, not even just this video, not even just filming content, just able to do my own thing. She never lets me do my own things, so you have to compromise sometimes. Anyways, like I said, a month and a half later, we were able to talk to some of my husband's family and get help fixing the car. When I say get help, it means a loan. They pay for it and we're paying them back, and that's how we ended up in more debt with this car. So we took the car to the mechanic to get a diagnosis with a concerns of an oil leak. Anyways, I got a call back like a few hours later after we dropped the car off, and they were like explaining to me, confirming that there is no oil leak, but there is a coolant leak. So they gave us a total, it was around $600. That was pretty good because we thought it was gonna be a major oil leak problem that was gonna cost thousands of dollars. So we told them that we could work on it. They did a couple other things as well. They didn't just do the coolant leak because there was also something wrong with like my gear shift. So needed an oil change because that's how we figured out I had an oil leak. I got a call the next day and they were saying that the car was ready for pickup. So we went to pick up the car. We picked up the car and everything seemed good. We paid $725, which was a lot, but it was a lot less than we were expecting at the time. We thought there was a huge leak. The same night, I drove my car to my mom's house, which is about 30 minutes away. I drove to my mom's house, which is about 30 minutes away. Everything was fine. Nothing happened on the way there. But then on the way back, like 10 minutes into the ride, my car started blinking. The dashboard started lighting up with low oil, stop engine, like literally telling me to stop my engine, stop my car. And then the engine light came on as well. So 2 lights were blinking at me and I started freaking the out. I was on the farthest left lane. Like I always drive in the left lane. If you see my car, well, you're not gonna see my car in there because I don't have a car now. But if you see me driving on the highway, I'm in the left lane, okay? Trying to get the fuck home. So I just got all the way over in the left lane, and then I had to get all the way over to the right lane, and then I took an exit, trying to take the nearest exit, which actually took me on one of those big roundabouts, which isn't really an exit, it's an exit to go onto a different highway. I just got off on that exit, whatever, got onto that different highway, and then got off onto that nearest exit on that highway. Anyways, I just stopped at the nearest gas station there was, literally right off that highway. And it's really late at night. It's like 9 at night with my 1-year-old daughter in the back seat, and I'm all alone. I have no one else in the car but my daughter. When I got to the gas station, I looked under my car and there was a huge puddle. I'm not sure if I still have this video. I probably do. And the first thing I did was call my husband because I had no idea what to do, but he couldn't do anything. He at the time was driving 2 hours to work every day from where we lived, and where he was like 2.5 hours away from me. So he was not able to help me. No one was able to help me. No one was able to like do anything. So I just ran into the gas station and I had to get my daughter out of the car at like 9 at night, go into the gas station, get some oil, come back to the car, put my daughter in the car, put oil in the car, while a crackhead was trying to talk to me the whole time. I'm not trying to be rude, I have nothing on crackheads, but like, sir, you see me struggling. You just saw me put my daughter in the car. You see my car broken down. Like, you see me struggling, and he's like, you smoke? Like, I really didn't need that. But anyway, so I just want to say this was a very sketch area. I have no idea where I was. I was somewhere in Dallas, I think that's what it said. Anyways, I just got oil into the car and then decided to try to get home. Someone could have came to pick me up, my in-laws that we were living with at the time. Then I would have to leave my car there, and I did not feel safe leaving my car there. Now looking back, maybe I should have left my car there because who gives a but I really didn't like want. I just got it back. I didn't know what was wrong with it. I was hoping mechanics could like fix it for free or something because they up, whatever. So I was like, no, I just need to get it home. I just need to get home. It was about a 20-minute drive home, so just driving real slow. It was a 20-minute drive that I made in 40 minutes, so it took a long time. I was scared the whole time, and I did end up having to pull over on like the emergency lane a couple times to like let my car cool down for a second because I was so scared it was gonna blow up. I was super stressed. Like, I was so upset. This was very upsetting. I just got my car back, and then the next day something happened. Like, I called the mechanics the next day, and it was a Saturday, so they weren't able to like get anything done that day, but they said that they would check on Monday and see what was going on. Took my car back, and then they called me and they were like, okay, yeah, there is an oil leak, sorry we didn't see it the first time. And I was pretty much trying to tell them like, yo, like, this is y'all's fault. My concern, and it literally has it on the receipt, my concern was an oil leak, and that's what y'all didn't fix. Y'all charged me $700 for something else, and now something else is wrong the day after. When they told me like all the problems, mechanic talk, whatever, like, I don't know what you're talking about, but I'll just agree, not my head. My family was again able to help me out and pay the $500 they were saying it was gonna cost, and it kept going up because it was at first they were like, oh, it's $170, oh, it's $300, oh, now it's $500, and I was like, okay. So that should have been a red flag. First of all, I did end up getting it back after we went up there again, and this time I actually made sure to get the mechanic that worked on my car and have him show me everything that they did. And this guy was very sketch. He seemed like he did not know what was going on. Like, he didn't fix anything, so that very like made me very uncomfortable. I actually recorded him saying everything, and I don't want to play it because I'm not sure if that will include a lawsuit or not. I don't know. But anyways, got my car back. Everything kind of seemed fine.